Hi everybody, Happy New Year and welcome back to my channel and to the first vlog of 2022. In today's video I will be doing a tutorial on 3 hairstyles that you could wear to a prom, graduation, wedding or any other formal event that you may have coming up. So if you'd like to see how I put together these 3 looks and if you want to give yourself a little bit of a starting point, then keep on watching. Thanks guys! Okay, this first hairstyle is inspired by the Disney film Frozen. This was worn by Elsa for her coronation. So I have just partitioned my hair that I'm going to use for the bun off to the side and then taken a small section of hair. You should only need about 2 inches. You can always use more if your hair might be a little bit more thick. And I will be just tying this off into a rope braid. Now, a rope braid is not as hard as you think. You're basically just taking a small section of hair, splitting it in half instead of taking 3, and then wrapping it around itself, like twisting your hair. You keep twisting your hair back and wrapping it round, adding in little bits at a time, and then once you're past it, or when you run out of hair, whichever is first, you're just going to be tying the rest of the bun, which you could always do, and then tying it off at the end. I'm using a jelly elastic band from the Rainbow Loom range, and then you're going to take a couple of bobby pins. You'll only need about 2 or 3. The rest of them you're going to need for the bun, so I would say have extra on hand if your hair is a little bit more thick. Don't worry about the bobby pins in the braid because these will be hidden by the bun. Now onto the bun. So I'm taking the rest of my hair off that I had to the side, and I'm just going to be gathering it all together, wrapping it around my fingers to create a rosette style shape. Don't worry if this part is messy at the minute because we're going to pin it back, and you can always just use some hairspray as a little bit of added extra security and if you want to give it a little bit more volume. And I'm just using the bobble that I had on my hand just to tie it in, and then I'm going to take the rest of my bobby pins. I'm just using the brown ones, and I'm just going to be pinning it in place. You can always just use one in each corner, and if there's any bits of hair hanging out or if there's any that you forgot to gather, you can always just use extra bobby pins to pin that down, and hopefully that should give you a little bit of a masking and you'll forget that they're there. If you want a little bit more volume, you can always just pull out little bits of hair within the bun. And that is hairstyle number 1 all done. This next hairstyle is one that you see me wearing quite often in my Instagram pictures. It is a half up, half down ponytail. It's inspired by Ariana Grande. Rather than taking all of the hair, I will just be taking a little bit from the top of my head and tying it off into a normal high ponytail. Now we can either leave it like this, but I'm going to show you how to take it a little bit further in a versatile style that can make your day or night. So basically what I am doing is I'm just going to be tying my hair around the base of the bobble, getting another hairband and then tying it off into place. Now you can make it as big or as small as you want. You can, before you pin it down, you can just pull on the edges if you want to make it a little bit more wider, and then once you're happy with the size of the bun, use a couple of bobby pins. You might only need about 2 or 3 depending on how big you make the bun, just to pin in around the edges. And now this is totally optional. You can just use a little bit of hairspray for that added extra security. And there you have it guys, your finished space bun. And finally I thought I would show you a hairstyle that might give your ponytail a little bit extra. Off camera I have tied up the rest of my hair into a normal high ponytail. I've left two sections of hair about 3 inches wide. I've sectioned the other side off to the end, and then what I'm basically doing is I am going to be French braiding the top part of my hair. So I've just split it into 3, crossing it over each other and adding in little bits of hair. Once you run out of hair, or if you're past your ear, whichever is first, you're just going to be braiding the rest of your hair into a normal 3-strand plait. And then once you're happy with the length of your plait, you're going to be tying it off with a small elastic. I'm just using a Rainbow Loom band in purple. Sorry, no, that's yellow. Purple one will be used for the other side. And then I will be just doing the same as I did on the other side. Once both of my plaits are done, I am just basically going to be taking the tail end of my plait, stretching it to the back of my head, and then we're going to be wrapping the end around the base of the bobble. This is to act as a camouflage so you don't see the bobble. And then once you're happy with where they are, you're going to use some bobby pins to pin it in. You only need one on the top and one on the bottom. And then as an optional thing, you can just do some hairspray, and there you go, that is the finished ponytail. So there you have it, guys. That is my 3 formal hairstyles. I hope this gave you a little bit of inspiration to make you feel the star of the show and $1 million. Let me know in the comments what you would love me to do next. I would love to do maybe another hair video maybe next month. So I could maybe do something like this once a month. Let me know in the comments what hairstyles you would like to see next, and I'll see you soon for another hair tutorial. Thanks for watching.